here we are, Tarsdale Avenue. We're going for a bike ride. And today, I think we're going to 5 Points, my old neighborhood of Longcrest. I don't really talk about my Longcrest era. I lived in Longcrest about a year and a half, 2 years. Oh, we're doomed. I came on the pavement because the truck was blocking the bike lane. And now we're dead. We're all dead. We can't leave. We're stuck. Oh, never mind. We'll just turn here. Oh. If only there was a proper place for this car to park. If only. Ring the bell. Oh, I think there's going to be a lot of bell ringing.
Shame.
All right, wait, this guy's on his
Shame.
phone. I just want to. Hello, friend. Hello. I just wanted to make sure you were paying attention because you have a vehicle you're in control of. All right. By the way, I hate snarky bike riders. There's like people on YouTube or TikTok who are like famous, like dickheads, like, oh, riding in the bike lane. Like, I hate dickhead bike drivers. The shame bell is kind of a goof, you know. But yeah, I don't want you guys to think I'm one of those jerk-off bike riding people. I am riding a bike, but it's more to make content than to identify as a bike rider. Over there, that used to be where I got my hair cut. Sal D's. Wow, $12 haircuts. Used to be $8 haircuts. Inflation, hun. Down the street there was a spot called $5 haircuts, and they always had a big line. Sal, who was an Asian woman, Sal, it was a little bit more expensive, but no line, no wait. Over here, this is the old cheesesteak shop. It used to be called Chink's, then it was called Joe's, and now it's called the Brooklyn Munch Steaks and Smoothies, a Philadelphia landmark, now named after a shit city in New York. Let's go borough. Whatever the difference is. Over there, that's the gun shop. There's always a line at that gun shop. Always a line. I don't know why. I guess they're only open limited hours. Uh-oh. How dare you make him wait 4 seconds? Over here's a playground, Tarsdale Ave. Looks like they're digging up this section of Philadelphia. They're digging up everywhere. All right, Tarsdale, Tacony section, right here, the vacant Rite Aid. Man, there were so many Rite Aids. I don't know if there's any Rite Aids still open in the area. Let me know. Do you have any Rite Aids still open? Going past the old Harrison's Hideout. I wonder if that's still open. Didn't look open. Oh, forget, every time you see me riding this bike, I want you to think of all the shops here on the Mayfair Business Improvement District. There's a link to the Mayfair Business Improvement District page, Facebook page, in every bike riding video. And every third Thursday of like the summer months, they always have an event going on here at Frankfurt around 7 p.m. Follow them on Facebook. I'm telling you right now, if you're a Patreon member, just give me a few days. You're going to get a great video of me driving up and down these streets looking for Nathan Lane, the actor. And I spent about 45 minutes yesterday in 100-degree heat looking for Nathan Lane. And I read the text message I got wrong, and it wasn't Nathan Lane. So it's a really dumb video, but it's kind of funny. So I'm not going to put it out on YouTube. The search for Nathan Lane, even though he wasn't really in Philadelphia that day. Over there, that's Captain's Choice Seafood, and then you have the ice cream cone where you can buy ice cream cones from. I need a bike lane street, cuz. Uh-oh, the boots. The booters are in town. There you go. They go around, they boot your car. Philadelphia has a notorious parking. Oh, look at this. I'm going to ring the shame bell on this guy. Listen, Cuzzo. Why am I saying Cuzzo? I hate that. Okay, listen. This big spot. You pull over.
Shame.
People are behind you. Shame.
Shame.
Yeah, I got to stop saying Cuzzo. Now we're on Tyson Avenue. I think this is considered Holmesburg, maybe Mayfair, I don't know. They got the front yards. They have small backyards. They have garages in the back of their houses that they can park in. Land of the trampolines. Back in my day, people would have pools in their yard. And trampolines became all the rage. Trampoline over there. Nobody shares either. Like, sometimes when I had a pool in my yard, the kids next door, go ahead, you guys go in whenever. You know, just, you know, if I ever get in there, you guys got to get out. Those were the rules. Check in on what it's like. I think it's 4 months after the big plane crash. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little nervous. I always think back to the multiple times I've been attacked at this old Kmart. Right here. It's now a National Wholesale Liquidators, which is kind of like Kmart, just shittier. Across the street here, this is the Rolling Thunder roller skating rink. It had another name. Who remembers the old name of this roller skating rink? And my good friend Bob Kelly, he got his start as a disc jockey. Or not a disc jockey. He was spinning the records at that roller skating rink right here. Ooh, I've been scolded and attacked 2 or 3 times right here. The Battles of Kmart. You can just look it up. Look up Philly Captain and the Battles of Kmart. We had a plane crash. I think it's been 4 months. And it was a small charter plane carrying, it was like a young girl going back to Mexico. And she just had she went to Children's Hospital in Philadelphia. We were really one of the best hospitals in the children's hospitals in the country. And the plane crashed in the parking lot of the mall. And everybody that lived on this street and the next 6 streets over, they all had to evacuate. They were living in, either go into a friend's house or, look, there's a trampoline. They went to friends' houses, or they were all staying at the local grade school not too far from here. And the houses are still boarded up. This is the furthest away from the crash. These houses were affected. I think the mattress firm had a little bit of an issue. Yeah, so where those cars are pulling out of the parking lot right now, that's where the plane crashed. You have a lot of damage here still. Nothing was torn down. None of the buildings that were set on fire. The debris was everywhere. I think they searched on top of the mall roof. Matter of fact, you can see a small plane landing. The airport isn't that far from here. Yeah, it was a big news story for a few weeks, and then it just stopped. And then the biggest thing is that they never found the recorder from the plane or the black box, or they did find it. The thing never worked. It's been broken for years, so we'll never know. Right across the street here, they had a big mural of all the people who died in the plane crash, but they tore that down a few weeks ago. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Or are we not? No, we're not. We're alive. Here we are. Cotman Avenue. Used to be a gas station here. They tore that up. Hot Clucks. Chicken sandwiches. That's what they're building these days. They're not making cheesesteak shops no more. Although the old Joe's. Right here, this is the this building. That's the library in the northeast section of Philadelphia. When you see architecture like this, like that big window cement rock architecture, that's 50s or 60s stuff. It's pretty horrible. Right here, the Lotus hair design. This used to be CDs to go. That's where my band Public Urination, we performed I think our second concert there. We sold lots of demo tapes. The Public Urination demo tape is one of the best-selling albums in the history of CDs to go. My friend Nick, who ran the store, would say, yeah, because you sold them for $3 and you pretty much made everybody buy one. Hello, friend. You made everyone buy one when they came in. I used to work right here at Large and Bly. I used to work at, not Super Fresh, ShopRite. No, not ShopRite. Maybe it was Super Fresh. I worked there at a supermarket for a long time. And I used to live on Rise and Sun Avenue, which is where I'm trying to get to. It's like the end goal, or the point I have as my destination. I think there might be something going on there today. Over here, that's the old... This is if you show somebody from Philadelphia who like lived in the Northeast in like the 80s and the 90s, you show them this building and they'll say Clover. Yes, right here at the Sunoco, a caster in Cotman, $3.39. That seems like the going rate these days. There you go. They got real food here. I was going to try to get some fake food, but they got the real food, so I'm going to keep on going. Oh boy. What's going on here? You can do your brows. You get your phone fixed. Beauty spa. A lot of beauty spas on Cotman Ave. Over there across the street, that's the Pretzel Factory. And they are in a lot of neighborhoods across Philadelphia. It's a little store like that. And you go in there, you can buy a box of 20 pretzels, and it's less than $15. If you give them $17, they'll give you a jar of mustard. Yeah, so this whole section of Northeast Philadelphia, it's very diverse. You got the, I don't even know what that is. Take Pusparia. They got the Da Vinci Cafe. There's a hookah place. There's even a Buddhist temple. And Village Pizza. It's anything you could imagine. Whatever a Pupias is, they have them. And here's the Burger King. Used to be a pizza shop right here. Ernie's Pizza. Oh, over there. That's Northeast High School. They have a pretty good football. I don't know if they have a good football team. They have a football team, and Tony Danza filmed a reality show there, right there. Right there. This is a Jiffy Lube that whenever I go in there, they never have anybody, enough workers. You hear the sounds of summer when you hear Mr. Softy. What's this? Jardel Playground. I have it. Thomas Jardel Playground. They have a hockey rink here. A man once tried to pick me up right here, and I didn't realize he was picking me up. I just thought a guy was being friendly to me. The hell is the 67 doing here? I haven't taken... that's a bus I used to take when my parents... Well, my parents still live up here, but... When I would live up here, I would take SEPTA everywhere. That's the name of our bus company. They're called SEPTA, Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority. Something like that. It's very close. Anyway, SEPTA just passed this new budget, and it's horrible. The city, it's going to destroy the city. They're going to stop a lot of the buses at 9 p.m., which, how are you a major city when bus service stopping at 9 p.m.? And I'm not sure if that means the trains will stop running, but it's embarrassing to be a major city and not have a bus company working not 24 hours a day, because they stop at around like 2 in the morning. Usually when the Wawa Welcome America events happen, the majority of them are in Center City, the Old City area, the Art Museum area. So I kind of like that they got something happening here out in Five Points. When I was a 18-year-old, I bought a fake ID. And the first day I had my fake ID, I went to this bar here in this corner. It was called the Purple Orchid 2. 18-year-old Philly captain, just going to admire the ladies. And I'm sitting there with my buddy Patsy, and my dad walks in. He was going to a Sixers game, and after the Sixers game, he came here to have a beer, right? Why not? And he looked at me, and he didn't say anything. He just kind of like let me go. But then he noticed I was tipping the girls like $5 a shot. So he told my buddy Patsy, he said, "Hey, tell him he's tipping too much." And then the next day my mom yelled at me. The old Purple Orchid 2, the sequel. The strip club so nice they made it twice. Here we are, Wawa Welcome America. Let's go. This thing's pretty massive. This goes all the way down Rise at Sun Ave. You got food trucks. You get yourself a piece of corn for $5. They got a little racetrack here. There you go. Oh, this is just like my NASCAR weekend at Pocono. There, that's Humpty Dumplings. They got a few spots in that. I think they have a few food trucks. If you ever see Humpty Dumplings, try them out. They make some really good stuff. I had a cheesesteak dumpling there the one night. This is the world we're living in. $10 funnel cake. Man, I feel like that used to be a laundromat. Now it's a boxing gym. Oh, look at this guy. Stunts? Is juggling stunts? That's my question. I'm not really sure. There he is.
Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh my God! See the flinching. Oh, holy moly. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Stunts! Section, you got these tents. A lot of the tents are local politicians that you could sit there and talk to representatives who work for them, and you want to connect with Jesus, you talk to those people. That's the Ryers Museum. That's a free museum not too far from here. I highly recommend you check that out. I have a video made. This new program going on in the city called Fanbassadors. They have people, pretty much they want everybody to do what I do. Here we are. They want everyone to do what I do. Oh, look at this, raviolis with a spin. You got the Maine lobster. You got a lot of great food. Look at this corn hub. Oh, that guy. All right. Oh, it's tight quarters with the bike. Oh, have a bowl. You want a bowl? They got bowls right here. You eat these bowls though. Excuse me. It's a Made in America, Welcome America. But you know I'm here. Hold on, sir. I got to park the bike. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a judge today.
Are you judging?
Yeah, I'm trying all the food. Why don't, hey, take a bite of this. And let me know what you think of it.
You need a bite from that end.
I bet from this end.
What is it?
It's a barbecue bacon burger from Bacon Bacon. What would you score that, Cap?
7. Right?
Solid 7. I think that's a good score.
Sharing the corn like a joint. Kind of bizarre. Hey! I had no idea he was going to be here. They got all kinds of activities for the kids. It's great. I didn't know this was like I didn't know what to expect. I just thought it was maybe like a food truck and a moon bounce, but it's so much more. Plus you got Buster stuff in his face. There is a lot of people here. There he is.
I know the city of Philadelphia has, we have a beautiful, wonderful mayor. But there is an unofficial mayor of Northeast Philly. He goes by the Billy Captain. And if you need proof, you can just check out his Emmy, by the way.
Let's go!
He's around here, so you can find him, you can check him out, go give him a handshake, congratulate him. Billy Captain, we love you, bro.
Oh. Wow, that was unnecessary. Thank you. Good seeing you, Hollywood. Rising Sun Avenue. My old neighborhood. I saw the guy who runs this Welcome America event. And I told him, I said, dude, I love that you're doing something up this far in the Northeast. It's great. And he said, thanks for having us. And I was like, I haven't lived here since 1996. No, when did I move out of here? Pooh Bear was born in 2001. So that's when I moved. So this is where I lived. Pre 9/11. I lived in the apartment building down the street. I ran a deli. I feel like I managed it. Like there was an owner, he definitely helped, but I did the day-to-day ordering, managing, hiring, firing. I was like 18. They took a big risk on me. I was also not paid very well. There we go. Hello, bike riding friend. Stunts. Rising Sun Pizza. I used to get pizza from there. Yeah, right here. I used to run the deli called McEwen's Deli. Worked there. Man, I don't keep jobs very long. I was there for 2 years about. McEwen's used to be like a mom and pop corner store. And then used to be right where that Wawa sign is. Used to be the front door to the McEwen's Deli. Then, around 1999, they developed this whole new strip mall. It's a matter of fact, the mall is still called McEwen's Plaza, and there's still a McEwen's Beverages. But Billy McEwen, he's not there anymore. He don't work there no more. And so I worked there at the deli, right there at the Ant 168 Wholesale. That used to be Blockbuster Video. I quit McEwen's because on the day of the grand opening of the new store was also the day of WrestleMania 17. And I don't work on WrestleMania, even if I am managing your new store. I was like, I just can't. I got to go to wrestling. I got to watch wrestling. I'm sorry. It's much more important to me. Right up there. Right up there, that second floor in the corner. That was my old apartment, my old bedroom. And here is a tattoo parlor. I like this tattoo. I think it's still Cadillac. I think Eric still owns the place, the guy who owns it. He's a member of the, Hard Times Tattoos. Who? Cadillac Tattoo. Okay. Yeah. Good guys in there. I got my Philly Fanatic tattoo on there, and I got a few tattoos in there. Man, the Tea House, that used to be a bar. That's changed. This used to be Fresco's Cheesesteaks. It's now a pizza restaurant called Amigos. It used to be a lawnmower store, but it's now a nail salon. And Ron's Cuisine, the Caribbean cuisine, that was a 7-Eleven. And this TH grocery store, that used to be a bar. That over there is a new daycare. Well, it's a daycare center now. Used to be a theater back in the day. Yeah, my old apartment was back there. So I would walk sometimes from where I pointed out that clover to here. It's about 2 miles. I feel like every corner store looks the same now. Every corner store, they just got a bunch of shit and they just paste it to the windows. A lot of good thrift stores on Rising Sun Ave. You got the Lighthouse Thrift Shop, which is open. Ooh, should we look for records? Oh, it's an addiction. Oh, there's a storm coming. There is, oh, it looks like they're closing. Furniture store's boarded up. There's another good thrift store, the Salvation Army over here. I got Milli Vanilli on vinyl at that thrift store. And the guy, I got so excited, the guy almost didn't sell it to me. 20 years ago, my rent for a duplex, just the second floor of a duplex, was $350. That was just my rent. It was so all I would have to do, I didn't have great jobs. I had like 2 shitty jobs, and I would just hang out and watch wrestling, and I was living the life. Where is my old apartment? Yeah, right there. The one with the 2 doors. That's my old apartment, the second floor. In the wintertime, I would just leave my beer in the windows. So when I was watching wrestling, I didn't have to get up to get my beer. I could just open the window and grab a cold beer. It's definitely a sign of alcoholism. The Longcrest Firehouse. There's the Longcrest Library, and over there is the Longcrest Rec Center. And they used to do the fireworks here on the 4th of July. Does anybody know, do they still do the Longcrest fireworks? Now, when I was living in this neighborhood 25 years ago, there was always rumors. They were always talking about, like, all right, this is it. We're going to be doing away with the fireworks show. But, the playground's under construction. Oh, I don't know. The temperature just dropped like 5 degrees in like 3 seconds. And it definitely got a little darker when I faced this direction. All right, we're going to be careful. Don't kill me. Hello, friend. Just driving by. Okay. We're going to go this way. Yeah, so I lived in Longcrest for 3 years because I had 3 different apartments, and I always moved when my lease was up. I think I kept my lease for the one place up until I bought my house, and then that's where I've been ever since. I didn't mind living here, but right here, this is St. William's Church, and if you ever saw the cartoon strip, what's it, Family Circus? Is it Family Circus? Or Family Circle? Family Circus. I think it's Family Circus. Anyway, the guy who created that cartoon went to that church, and when you used to go into the rectory, I'm not sure if it's still there, they have one of his original cartoons hanging over the rectory's office. There's Tabor and Robins. Back in the day, you used to be able to walk down this street, and then after 9/11, the military closed off the street, so we can't go down there no more. Back when the street was open, it was cool because you could always take a look at the military planes. Now, if you drive by, you wouldn't. I mean, if you're not looking over, you wouldn't even know there was weapons of war 2 feet away from you. I think I'll be able to beat this storm. Going back here, the shop right. Here's another one of my old jobs, Extra Space Storage. I didn't work at this particular one, but that's a horrible job. So boring. You just sit there all day. Sometimes you got to sweep shit. See, I hate when the bike lanes do this. They go zippity doo dah in the middle of the street. You got to do it. You got to do it sometimes. We got a bike lane now. It's exciting. The neighborhood of Somerdale. Got these little, kind of just like the Mayfair houses, the Holmberg houses. They got the front yards. Oh, I hate riding my bike in the street. Oh, this is terrible. Oxford Circle. It's a destination where you can get gasoline, more gasoline, and occasionally there's a gas station that sells food. Right here, St. Martin's of Tours. It's a church. Oh, the skyline of Philadelphia is going to look a little different. The Checkers. Oh, it's still here. I thought they tore down the Checkers. No, the Checkers is still here. I don't know what the hell they're doing with the old Checkers. Just sitting here. The wind's picking. Oh, the storm's getting closer. Temperature drop. It's actually enjoyable riding the bike. The other day I was riding the bike out when it was 100 degrees when I was looking for Nathan Lane, even though Nathan Lane wasn't here. There he is, Mr. Softy. It felt like I was driving past, you ever drive past like a restaurant and they have the exhaust fan on just blasting right from the kitchen? That's what it felt like driving in 100 degree temperature. And now I feel like I'm down the shore on like a Tuesday morning riding my bike. A little breeze blowing off. Oh, you got it. It's cold. It's colder. There you go. Coming up here to the Frankfurt Transportation Center. This is the end of the line for the L train. You can park your car in the garage there. I think it's like $4 for the day if you want to park your car. It's not bad. I think they have security guards patrolling it, so it's not too bad. You know, if they change the bus schedule, it's definitely going to affect like local businesses, like some of the sandwich shops and bars around L stations that stay open late. And also the bus stops. So it's really gonna affect the whole city. There's like over 30 buses you can catch. You can go anywhere in the city from here. You can get out of the city from here. You can go to Ben Salem. Right down here, that's the bus gas station, and then up there is the bus car wash. Got the L stop. Going up this way. This is where they, if you go to a Dunkin' Donuts in Philadelphia, this is the bakery for a lot of the Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not sure of all of them, but a lot of them. Sometimes you can come by here. It smells quite delightful. Used to make the donuts inside each store. There would be a guy who would make the donuts. They stopped doing it. Oh, I can smell the jelly filling. Right there, that's an old supermarket. Oh, we're dead. There's an old supermarket called the Holiday Thriftway, which was bought by Rite Aid not that long ago. And this is a historic building that the city was okay with the Rite Aid demolishing to make a new store. But now, since Rite Aid is not destroying it, I don't know, maybe we get to preserve that historic building. Probably not. The way I look at it, if they're going to tear it down once, they'll probably let you tear it down again. Ooh, I can really smell the jelly filling. We're coming up to one of my favorite places in the city. I know it's weird, but I love this cemetery right here, Mount Sinai Cemetery. Historic cemetery with a lot of famous people. Some of the people in this building, in this cemetery, weren't born. I don't know if this city would be as great. Wow, that's a controversial statement. There we are. Just do a quick lap around the block here. We're not going. I was just here recently. This is a synagogue that was made by architect Frank Furness. You have a lot of people who were famous retailers. A lot of Binswanger. That's a famous family that, if you live in Philadelphia now, they're really big in real estate. Back there, those are the graves of the Litt brothers who owned the Litt Brothers building. If you went to Mastbaum High School, it was named after this man here, Jules Mastbaum. Ugh. This is the grave of Philip Loeb. And Philip was an actor. He was on this TV show called The Goldbergs. Not that Goldbergs. Remember, he died in the 50s. On that list, you know, that McCarthy red list where all those actors who were supposedly communist, he was put on that list. And he was on that list for a few years, and his career just dried up. And then one day, September 1st, 1955, he just had enough of it, and he ended it. Like a week after or a day after he ended his life, a report came out saying he wasn't a communist. I don't know what the moral of the story. I guess just if things are going bad, just remember it could get better. And I'm sure he never could imagine that he would always be judged as a communist. But now here we are, 75 years later. You got a goofball YouTuber talking about, I don't know. Yeah, right here. This is my favorite little spot in the whole city. You got the cathedral, the Baptist Worship Center, and right across the street you got the Philadelphia Garden. That's where kids go to learn. And right next to them, that's Romeo and Juliet's. Everything adult. Butt plugs. And right there, that's the fashion. It used to be a supermarket. It wasn't a supermarket very long. It's now a church. I think you can watch that church on TV. It's one of those churches that you see on TV every so often. Not that I watch church on TV. That's John Valeris. He is a real estate agent. Used to be a weatherman, and now there's a newspaper article written about him today. And he got flagged from a bar for being too flirty with somebody. Let's go, cuz. Tapped it off. That used to be the old exit 27 of 95. It's gone. It used to be. I didn't know it at the time, but that was my favorite place on earth until I didn't realize how much I loved it until they took it away from me. The storm is right above me. I just got to get on the other side of 95. Yeah, all this is all new construction. None of this existed a few weeks ago. Another exit they took away. Now I can't even get off here. They really destroyed my life closing these 95 exits. We made it back to Bridesburg. Look at this. Look at the shape of Mount Bridesburg. So teeny tiny. So teeny tiny. Uh-oh. All right. We're going to wrap this up here at the Furco String Band. You know what? One thing, I just did this interview for the Fambassadors, and they asked me, what's one thing I'm proud of? And I don't know. I think she kind of led me into saying the Trey Turner standing ovation thing. But, you know, one thing I'm proud of is my Furco documentary. If you want to watch something a little different, about a few years ago I made a 10-part documentary with Furco String Band. Some of the episodes are like 5 minutes long, so check it out. It's a playlist. It's called Mummer. I'm pretty proud of it, so check it out. Hello, friend. So if you can, please hit the like button, please hit subscribe. Don't forget to check out my merch. Sign up for Patreon if you want to see my Nathan Lane video and cameos. As a matter of fact, I got a fantasy football. I'm doing a fantasy football cameo as soon as I get home. Book me for your fantasy football. I could just give me all the teams' names, and I'll give you your draft order.